today's fast-paced world, first impressions are made in the blink of an eye. Within just 3 seconds, people assess someone's attractiveness. In 10 seconds, they estimate income. And in 30 seconds, they're already comparing you to others. This instant judgment culture shapes how we interact, especially in dating. Men in particular face harsh scrutiny, often being sized up before they even say a word. Yet if men notice or comment on age or weight, they're quickly condemned. This double standard sets the stage for confusion and frustration in modern relationships, making genuine connections harder to form. Men are often judged by strict and sometimes contradictory standards. Society expects them to be successful, attractive, and confident, but also humble and sensitive. If a man fails to meet any of these expectations, he's quickly dismissed. Ironically, while men are criticized for noticing physical traits, they themselves are constantly evaluated on their looks, status, and income. This hypocrisy creates a confusing environment where men feel pressured to be perfect, yet are shamed for having preferences of their own. The result is a dating landscape filled with tension and misunderstanding. Imagine a speed dating event where women sit with clipboards, scoring men as if they're livestock at an auction. Good, decent men often receive low ratings simply for being average. This grading system reduces people to numbers and checkboxes, stripping away individuality and humanity. The consequence, many men feel discouraged and eventually stop approaching women altogether. When genuine effort is met with harsh judgment, it's no wonder that meaningful connections become rare. This environment fosters insecurity and resentment, making dating more of a competition than a journey toward partnership. In the age of social media, oversharing has become a way to seek attention. Some women openly brag about cheating, chaos, and dysfunction, not realizing the signals they're sending. Instead of attracting quality partners, they inadvertently broadcast instability. Men who are looking for stable, healthy relationships quickly pick up on these red flags and steer clear. The desire for attention can sometimes overshadow the importance of genuine connection and self-awareness, leading to a cycle where drama is rewarded but stability is overlooked. People share stories of chaos or infidelity. They may not realize the message they're sending. To potential partners, these stories can be warning signs of emotional instability or a lack of commitment. While some may see oversharing as a form of honesty or vulnerability, it often backfires. Instead of attracting empathy, it pushes away those who value stability and trust. In the end, the quest for attention can undermine the very relationships people hope to build. The way society values men and women changes over time. Women often experience a peak in desirability in their early 20s with an abundance of options. Men, on the other hand, tend to build their value gradually, reaching their prime in their 30s and beyond. When men speak openly about this reality, it can trigger strong reactions and even meltdowns. This difference in timing can create misunderstandings and tension, as each gender faces unique challenges and expectations throughout their lives. For many women, early adulthood brings a flood of attention and options. This abundance can be both empowering and overwhelming. Men, meanwhile, often spend their 20s working hard to build their careers, confidence, and social status. By their 30s, they may finally reach a point where they are seen as highly desirable. This dynamic can lead to frustration on both sides, especially when expectations don't align with reality. Understanding these patterns can help foster empathy and better communication between men and women. Modern dating often comes with high expectations around money and status. It's not uncommon to hear stories of women earning $40,000 a year demanding partners who make $200,000 or more. The mindset of "I bring myself" clashes with the reality of financial partnership. Stable, respectable professions are sometimes dismissed as not enough, leaving many men feeling undervalued. This focus on material success can overshadow more important qualities like character, kindness, and compatibility. Healthy relationships, financial partnership means working together to build a stable future. However, unrealistic expectations can create resentment and disappointment. When one partner expects the other to provide everything, it undermines the sense of teamwork and mutual respect. True partnership is about supporting each other, not just financially but emotionally and practically as well. Recognizing this can help couples build stronger, more balanced relationships. Superficial judgments are rampant in the dating world. A man might be rejected simply for driving a 2018 Honda, regardless of his other qualities. Social media amplifies these unrealistic standards, making it seem like everyone should be dating a millionaire or a celebrity. This obsession with appearances and status distracts from what truly matters in a relationship: trust, respect, and shared values. The pressure to meet impossible standards leaves many feeling inadequate and frustrated. Social media has created a fantasy world where only the richest and most glamorous seem worthy of love. Many people develop preferences for fantasy millionaires over real, stable partners. This disconnect between fantasy and reality makes it harder to appreciate the value of genuine, everyday people. The constant comparison to unrealistic ideals can erode self-esteem and make it difficult to form lasting, meaningful connections. In some cases, women choose partners who are wealthy but unfaithful over those who are loyal and stable. Relationships become transactional, focused more on material gain than emotional connection. This shift undermines the foundation of trust and intimacy that healthy relationships require. When loyalty and stability are undervalued, both partners lose out on the deeper fulfillment that comes from genuine connection. Treating relationships like business deals strips away the emotional bonds that make them meaningful. When love is reduced to a transaction, both partners may feel used or unappreciated. Emotional intimacy and mutual support are replaced by negotiations and scorekeeping. This approach leads to dissatisfaction and a sense of emptiness, as the true purpose of partnership is lost. As time passes, some women in their 30s and 40s look back and regret rejecting good men in their youth. The consequences of earlier choices often become clear too late, as those good men have moved on to build happy lives elsewhere. These regret narratives highlight the importance of valuing character and stability over fleeting excitement or superficial traits. Learning from these stories can help future generations make wiser choices in love and relationships. Every choice in relationships has consequences, whether immediate or delayed. When people prioritize superficial qualities or short-term excitement, they may miss out on lasting happiness. By the time the true value of a good partner becomes clear, it's often too late to turn back. Recognizing the long-term impact of our decisions can help us make choices that lead to deeper fulfillment and satisfaction. Double standards are everywhere in modern dating. Women may demand dozens of traits from men: height, income, car, career, while men are criticized for asking for fitness or kindness. Height discrimination is common, yet men who express preferences are labeled as shallow or toxic. These double standards create resentment and confusion, making it harder for both men and women to find happiness and understanding in relationships. When double standards go unchecked, they erode trust and goodwill between men and women. Both sides feel misunderstood and unfairly judged. Addressing these issues openly and honestly is the first step toward building healthier, more equitable relationships. By recognizing and challenging double standards, we can create a dating culture that values fairness and mutual respect. Accountability is essential for growth, but in dating it's often met with resistance. Beauty without personality offers little long-term value, and entitlement without contribution exhausts even the most patient partners. When men call for accountability, they're sometimes accused of misogyny, making honest conversations difficult. This resistance to accountability prevents individuals from learning and improving, ultimately harming relationships. Healthy relationships are built on mutual contribution. When both partners bring value, whether through support, kindness, or effort, the relationship thrives. Entitlement, on the other hand, drains energy and creates imbalance. Recognizing the importance of contribution helps foster appreciation and respect, making it easier to weather challenges together. Modern dating also involves unique challenges for single mothers and women who prioritize their careers. Some men are reluctant to raise children that aren't their own, and the ticking of the biological clock can lead to regrets later in life. Emotional baggage from past experiences can also complicate new relationships, as misunderstandings and misinterpretations arise. Navigating these realities requires empathy, patience, and honest communication from both sides. The landscape of modern dating is complex, shaped by instant judgments, double standards, and shifting values. Both men and women face unique pressures and challenges, but understanding and empathy can bridge the gap. By recognizing the pitfalls of superficiality, unrealistic expectations, and lack of accountability, we can move toward healthier, more fulfilling relationships. The journey isn't easy, but with honesty and self-awareness, genuine connection is possible.